again, folks.
Welcome back.
Right now I'm making sure everything is working properly.
I'm going to move this closer to you and further from the television.
Yeah, you can turn the TV down.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it down probably a smidge. Where are you, Baron? I see not your stream.
There we go. Follow that hoe.
Yeah, it's funny. My store manager this morning. Well, I got it like right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can hold on to that for your quick replies. So yeah, this morning I was at work and the store manager was trying to push a fully loaded pallet into a spot in the stockroom, whatever you want to call it. And you ever had something really funny in your head and you're like, oh, this will be cute, and then you say it and then you almost say it. You're like, oh, I should not have almost said that. But anyway, she's pushing the pallet jack, and she's like, I don't know why it's not working. I was like, oh, it's because you heaved when you should have. You know what? I got to get back to my department. So I almost told my manager she needs to start hoeing around.
Yeah.
When you should have hoed. Rawr.
New enemy. The Therizedon.
Ah, the hairless sloth. Shit, that almost hit me. No! Are they, like, more dangerous than raptors?
Yes. Well, in some ways. Is there anything up here I could use?
Oh, no, Gal. This game is on a, what is it called again?
It's on PS1.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Capcom has not deigned to release this game on Steam.
Foolish mortals. By the way, welcome, Gal.
Yes, welcome, Gal.
My favorite Final Fantasy character. Top 5. Easily top 5.
And he's not lying either. I know he likes Gal.
And Kina.
Yes.
Any blue magic user. Let's just lump them all together.
I give him a dose of the sleepy pies.
Yes, best backstory.
Carrying out area.
That key doesn't have any... Oh, it's like an electronic key, isn't it?
Crane card. I'm going to regret going farther into this room.
I just realized something.
Yeah.
They probably have graphics cards at Walmart now. They have computer parts there. Oh, shit. That'd be so much easier. Anyway. Did you trade him too?
Yeah.
My god, this is Metal Gear Solid all over again. Not
It
Solid.
is.
Not Solid. Which one was like in the jungles?
Snake Eater?
Snake Eater. This is Snake Eater all over again. You went
Oh.
through the whole game and you didn't kill a soul.
Oh, this is no race. I've not played this game since I've actually been using a PS1, and I really... Wait, 3 crane cards? How many have I got?
His equipment was not able to handle it. Mine just barely passes the benchmark. So I am more than happy to bring this dream to reality.
And I'm extremely grateful for it.
Oh, you don't have to be. You would have done the same thing for me. I just never would have asked you.
I would have figured it out.
Yeah, you probably would have. I'm pretty translucent on some of that shit.
You're more than translucent, you're transparent.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
Transparent's more. Translucent just means see-through.
Transparent means you can
Like
see through.
clear.
Translucent means light can get through, but just light. Remember lucent for light?
I thought you were a biology major. What's wrong with this physics shit?
A man can know more than one science.
Son of a bitch, you lied to me. You're a double major, aren't you?
No. Could have been, didn't want to be.
Got them big double M's. Tossing those around.
But, in the future, maybe I could...
I've actually, you have, for lack of a better word, inspired me
Oh.
within recent years, and I've gotten some material around, and I am going to further educate myself.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so I want to move 2 left.
Would you care to guess what science?
Do tell.
The occult.
Okay. Oh, well, thank you very much, Ghetto.
Hey, Ghetto! It's me, Baelfyr. Thank you for streaming Breath of Fire 4 last night while I was trying to burn through all the caffeine so I could get to sleep. It was fun watching. Baron gave me some solid advice and told me to follow you. Subscribe? Follow? Which one is it?
Follow.
Follow. So I followed you all the way to your home page. No worries. Yeah, the name wasn't familiar to me, but I figured you were a friend of the notorious Creepy Baron.
Yes, I believe I met Evil Gal via, Genificus. She hasn't streamed in quite a while, but she was another Resident Evil fan.
I think I had them followed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're right. I haven't seen them. Yes. Hello, Evil Gal. Sorry, I didn't do any introductions earlier. That was my fault. I am Baelfyr. I'm a small-time streamer, but I am working my way up because my in real life best bro told me that I could probably do it. He didn't say probably. He said definitely. He's got better expectations. Not expectations. What do you call it? Hope?
I have... Yeah.
I forget the fucking word for it. He believes in me. There we go.
Okay, maybe I've got a bit more faith in you than you do yourself.
I have no faith in myself whatsoever.
Okay, so then weird.
What's that?
There were 2 Therizonodons in this room. One broke into the other room I went into. Where's the first one?
Oh no. Did you drop one on it?
I don't think I did.
Is that possible? Like, does the game, like, do that thing where it freezes everything else while you're moving the, puzzle to, like, conserve processing power? And you just happen to land it on one of them and glitch him out?
I don't think so, but...
Oh, that'd be so cool. Translucent, not transparent. Something was saying some of you guys might want to play L3D. Left 4 Dead. I have that!
Yes, I believe I gifted it to you.
You did! You son of a bitch, you did! And it turns out I can play it.
Oh, what do I want to lug around with me now?
Can't play it well, but I can play it. I need to figure out how to get my controller to work properly for it.
Well, I guess we can try to work that out in someone's Discord. Perhaps cookies? That one Medpack M. Do I really want that? No.
I try to. I am not a keyboard and mouse friendly user. I'm a console queen, so... Right? It feels great! It's more natural!
Personally, on Left 4 Dead, I prefer using the keyboard and mouse.
I understand the appeal of it in competitive shooting. And yes, it hurts less too. Thank you. Because I've seen people play with the mouse, and that shit is psychotic with first-person shooting competitive gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Although, there was that time when I got drunk and played Overwatch, and solo tanked an entire team on about 10 shots of tequila. That's the best fucking game I ever played in that.
I think I've got the materials. I need to go this way now.
That's what crap up after a while, because tiny hands feels bad, man. Yeah.
Now, when I'm playing any emulated game, I prefer to use the controller.
Well, I mean, that is, like, the original... what they're originally made for.
Mm-hmm.
wonder if I can talk my girlfriend into playing Earthbound. I have a fucking emulator now. She can play it.
Mm-hmm.
She loved the Final Fantasies.
You know what? I'm gonna try a poison dart.
Really? Is this like an insta-kill?
I'll show you.
After one of my shares, you
Let Chunky Boy
binge
come at me.
Paladins for 6+ hours a day.
Back it up. Look at him writhe.
Now,
Due to the deadly neurotoxin.
is Paladins a good game? I'm slightly interested in it because I like the sort of like the hero shooter stuff like Overwatch. But Overwatch can be a bit toxic game base. Oh, well, I don't have any friends that play it.
And here's the map for B3. Did she say the same thing? No. Gotta plug out of her butt.
Head breaks in between your hands are rested. Yeah, I'm never smart enough to stop and take a break. I keep telling myself, I'm on a roll. I gotta keep going. And then when I'm done, I'm just like, I can't move my arms. My wrists feel like they're made of chalk.
I was right. This place is called Ibis Island.
Like the bird.
Mm-hmm. So, this elevator looks familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a zipper to my pants. Very familiar.
If you've got a B2 card, or sorry, if you've got a B rank ID card or an A rank, you can use it to go between the upper floors. Right here.
Huh. It's so... They had to get so bored and out of ideas when they're like, you want us to name every room? Yes, every room must have a name. Okay.
No, actually, we're on an island. Maybe it's close to Africa. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's kind of vague on the map. It just shows it in the middle of the ocean with some like strange archipelagos in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe international waters. You know what caused the mass extinction of the dinosaurs?
Me.
I did! Yeah. Okay. Like from Futurama. It was me! Giant brain kills all the dinosaurs. Hey, do you think this is where the room where you need the security pass?
Nah.
Oh, wow. Is that, God, I had something really good and I've already lost it. William Birkin's wife.
Annette.
Is that Annette? Right,
No, it's not
We
Annette.
lost it. It's done. It's done. Well, it's Capcom, though, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy if this exists in the same universe as Resident Evil, but they contained their problem better?
Yes.
And you don't have that weird crossover game where it's just like, zombie dinosaurs. Oh shit, there kind of was one of those, wasn't there? And it was, oh god, that was in 6.
There was just one, and I wish I could forget it.
And it's so bad! Even the transformation sequence is just so terrible. Photo on the wall looked like a map of Africa, so I got curious. Oh, is this the first time you're playing this game, Baron?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I played this a lot as a kid. Well, early teenager.
This is one of the many games that Baron has played to the point of I'm almost certain he could do it blindfolded. Maybe not super well, but well enough to make you wonder if he has psychic powers.
Oh, please.
The shit you memorize. I've seen you pick up a game you hadn't touched in 5 years, and you're like, yeah, the next 3 treasure chests, I can skip them. They're just 5 gold each. I'm like, how the fuck do you remember that?
Because I hated opening those chests and only getting 5 fucking gold each.
Okay, granted. But man, you have such a memory for this. I don't know. I get really sad when I try to compare my brain to yours. The only thing I think I have going game-wise is fucking muscle memory, and that's it.
You know what? Let's try. See what happens if I use anesthetic aid with a dart with 3 dart L's.
Okay. It's letting you do it, so something. It's not a bad game.
No, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, this Oh well, thank you, Ghetto. I like your science brain too.
Parent Science Brain is the sole reason our entire graduating class graduated.
Damn it. I'm not that good.
You helped everyone with every subject. And I was too fucking spiteful to even make eye contact with some of those assholes. You're just like, okay, well, here's the problem you're having right now.
I will admit our computer science teacher was checked out almost all the time, so I did basically teach that class that year.
Teach me how to math. That was the only subject I actually enjoyed. I had a hard time learning shit because there were times where someone would, like the teacher would explain it to me, but my brain would do that weird thing where it's like, he's not speaking words, he's speaking sounds, and you are not translating. I was like, could you repeat that? I literally couldn't understand you. But now I just flew through all the math. And now years later, I forgot everything.
Oh.
I haven't been able to reply. I used to, like, matrices, I could get those down seconds. Like a 4x4 or a 5x5.
Well, at least Kirk's running out of places to hide.
Holy shit, I remember what a matrices is.
Matrix. If it's singular, it's matrix.
Oh, yeah, the big bracket with all the letters in it.
Yes, well,
Numbers.
it could be either, depending on, well, what you're dealing with. Anyway, I will admit I'm kind of embarrassed that it can take me a little bit to refresh myself on math topics I've not touched on for a while. Like, I might need to sit down with it for about 10 minutes and think.
It's like trying to start a gas fire with a flint. It takes a few sparks, but once it gets there, the whole thing's ablaze.
And, it's also weird that as I've gotten older, math has become easier for me. I know with most people it's the opposite.
I try to do, like, simple math games in my head anytime I see a series of numbers. At the very least, it keeps me, sharp. I don't know. Like, when
Yes.
I'm driving down the road,
It keeps
like,
you in practice.
I see, like, license plate numbers, and I'll be like, well, what's those 3 numbers if you add them, subtract them, multiply them, divide them? What different ways and combinations can you get these? Oh, and look, a funny license plate. Subaru. And, yeah. That's...
Yeah, if anyone from Bomb's chat was here, they would...
Subaru! Soup-a-woo!
Okay, I'm missing the other DDKW disc. I know I must have had to go into this room. Maybe I just overlooked it.
One of the few, since we're on, like, the topic of math, because I'm saying that each assignment I got in math always took hours. I still have to count my fingers. When I was growing up, it was about the time when they were not only allowing but teaching us students to use calculators actively.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother was not down for that shit. She hated that. It was cheating in her eyes. So she would make homework for me in math, not the other subjects, just math, until it got to the point that I had the entire multiplication table memorized up to like 12 at one point. So I could not stop doing the practice homework she gave me until I could outspeed the answers while she was typing it in a calculator. Those were some long fucking nights, but I can throw the numbers out now. Once you get into double digits, though, it's fucking confusing as shit.
Okay, I know that I needed to come into the... I was so sure I had to come into this hall. Oh, duh. I'm missing this.
A cutscene. That's what we need. Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, graphically, it looks kind of...
It's dated, I know.
It's dated. But that was a really cool, like, camera perspective.
Yeah. You didn't get this sort of thing in the PS1 Resident Evils.
It's a new Raptor?
Yeah, it's a new Raptor variant. It's an absolute bullet sponge.
even with like tranks and poisons.
Oh wait, I'm using the wrong ammo.
Oh. No wonder it's a bullet sponge. I'm shooting sponges.
Give him a good old trank.
Sleep now. Sleep now. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Okay, a little bit of lag there.
Sorry.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's alright.
So I bet that one's gonna break in here in just a moment.
You know what's really crazy is I'm looking at the stream of this on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks so much better to the viewers than it does to us. It's a bit cleaner. Interesting.
Yeah, don't bump it.
Oh, look at his little tail wagging. Who's a vicious killing machine? Regina! The redhead with the shotgun.
The redhead with a trank gun.
Oh my god, that reminds me of like the trailer to that indie movie Hobo with a Shotgun. I'm just picturing it with like Regina. Where she's just like, you might find yourself on the wrong end of a scientific military experiment. It's like you might, find your entire team under attack. Or you might just be like me, a redhead with a shotgun.
Well, Gal, the lag with OBS varies under a lot of situations. Thanks to Baelfyr, I'm now able to possibly stream with a Switch. I've not tried it for real yet, but under those conditions, I might try using the OBS preview window.
It's like a quarter-second lag, I think, when I was using it. So, yeah, once you get accustomed to it, it's
So yeah, the Dino at my back is just gonna wait while I solve this.
just over your shoulder, like, yeah, I think it's water. That looks good. Water way.
I had
Water,
this,
no way.
I had this one memorized.
He kind of looks a little goofy. He's like, his head's down, his hands up with the little hooks, and he's like, boom, boom, boom.
Gonna plug out of his butt.
Yeah, on my old computer, when I played World of Warcraft, I had to learn to anticipate lag, and I got pretty good with it. And then when I got the newer computer and I got back into WoW, very short span of time, and there was no lag. It was slightly jarring. The lizard riding on his tail. Let me show you how to save 15% or more on car insurance.
And thus ended the career of the Geico Tyrannosaurus.
So, on the one hand, I'm picturing him being chased by the Geico lizard. On the other hand, I'm picturing being chased by Godzilla. I just have two extremes in my mind.
By the Geico Godzilla. Anyway,
Destroying everything. You should have had insurance.
we gotta head back to that big room, big elevator where we arrived. Although now I've got the key chips to get through some stuff in that security room. We'll put that off for now.
Is it playing the intense music because your buddy is just like, hey, kind of about to die over here?
Oh, he's not a friend. He's just someone who's in danger.
Oh, like a security personnel? Because those guys have been great so far. Where'd they at?
Honestly, there have been several people dying around us that we never ran into, and I'm wondering how the hell they survived this long.
Liquid nitrogen dispersal units, so they can just be like, yeah, this will keep them away. It's super cold. They're lizards. Oh, wasn't there a theory, though, the scientists proposed at one point that said that a lot, if not most dinosaurs may have actually been warm-blooded reptiles?
Functionally warm-blooded, due to their mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was talking like the bigger ones, especially the long necks.
Brontosauruses.
Yeah, brontosauruses.
Thank you, Mr. Land Before Time.
I know 2 dinosaurs by heart, and they are my favorites. The Ankylosaurus and the Glyptodon. which is an Ankylosaurus without spikes. Those are the only two I know. Oh my god, they're killing Hal! Oh, is it a T-Rex? Ah, yeah. Don't move, they track movements. They disproved that, didn't they?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that they can see you fine without movement. So Big Boy's going to take a little nap after he blew this generator.
Oh, it's not dead? No, that'd be too easy, wouldn't it?
Right. So you remember that room that I had to get the replacement plug out of?
Yeah. Yeah. That was the last session.
I told you I'd have to head back there at some point, right? Now's that time.
The T-Rex is Nemesis. Correct, Ghetto.
He keeps coming back, although Nemesis is cooler.
T-Rex pops in with a giant black trench coat and a rocket launcher.
He's just stealing his style.
Oh, it'd be just like that old 80s cartoon where they put the guns on the dinosaurs on that lava planet.
Huh. Red, blue, green, white. Okay.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh, it was not a long-lived cartoon series.
Can't imagine why.
You hush. But the figurines for it are so collectible. Pieces of the individual box figures. Dino Riders! Yes, it was Dino Riders! The pieces to the T-Rex fighter, just like the little attachment pieces, are hundreds of dollars.
Damn.
Just for the pieces.
So,
I know, I almost bought one. But I didn't have a few $1,000s to spend on that fucker. I always wanted one of these as a child. Look it up as an adult. Yeah, I can see why Mom never bought me this.
So, let it not be said that you actually will go to every damn generator on this complex and repair it.
You're getting this place back up and running.
Mm-hmm.
Which will secretly activate the Doomsday device.
And
Oh my god. Wouldn't that be really great in a game?
is this not the most gaudy looking card you could imagine on a military base?
Port. I don't know who they contracted.
Every time I pick this up, I think of a novelty driver's license.
Gal, I just want you to know, I'm proud and I'm jealous.
Let's see. Can I get anything off this other body?
The T-Rex was the coolest.
He too had a butt plug.
Okay, I thought we were still talking about Gal because I was like, dude, I had the T-Rex. He too had the butt plug. It's like, what?
No, the Tyrannosaurus does not have a butt plug.
Okay, great. Gotcha.
But he does now. Get around that tail.
Activate slug rounds.
So I did find out, yes, slag rounds were a mistranslation. They were meant to be slug rounds, and apparently some later releases of this game have the translation corrected.
Nice. Old VHS tape of Dino Riders. Oh god, that's so nostalgic. I think the show aired a little bit after He-Man.
Oh, that was quite a while back.
Yeah, we would have been like 4 or 5 at the time when that was popularized.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it only lasted for like maybe a season or 2. Not very long, but the toys were super popular because fucking dinosaurs.
Hot damn. One shot of heat round put that guy down.
Really? You think it would have supercharged him? He's cold-blooded.
That's not how it works.
I was about to say, how would you know? But you're the fucking biology major. I got nothing. Most I can do is just sit here, roll my eyes back, and go, Iya, Cthulhu, Fatagan. And that would be it. That's all I can do.
Take a flamethrower to a snake and see how it likes that. No, don't. Actually, don't.
I've heard snake actually tastes pretty good. Now you got me hungry. That was airing around that time. Cadillacs and dinosaurs. Is that it? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no. The dinosaurs from space that wore the battle armor, and they had, like, the children that were, like, their guides. It was so weird. It was like the boys' version of My Little Pony, because the old My Little Pony had like two kids as like the main characters' friends, and then this one had like two kids, boy and girl, that were guiding the dinosaur warriors from like beyond the stars, and they had a spaceship. And do you know who the biggest threat to them was?
I have no clue.
The prehistoric mammals that came to Earth chasing them, who were pirates. And they were all cats. There was like a saber-toothed tiger and ancient lynx, like all like prehistoric. Maybe dino saucers? I think that sounds familiar.
Okay, everyone. One thing I want to mention about the game. The vortex that's blocking our path is not meant to look like minor static. It really is meant to look a little swirly. But
oh, I'm sorry.
Given everything we've seen so far, Baelfyr's gear has been fantastic.
Do you know how they beat the evil dinosaur space cat pirates that were whooping the ass of these giant dinosaurs?
They gave them parvo.
Catnip.
Oh.
They gave them catnip, and then the fucking space pirate cats got fucking high as goddamn kites, and they essentially just shoot them back on the ship, and it just like drunkenly flies off into space.
Damn.
Yeah, they got them high. It's like the only episode I remember, because the cat people weren't much bigger than humans. They were almost roughly the same size, and you have like a stegosaurus on his hind legs the size of a pickup truck with this big space battle armor. It's like, oh no, the cat people are beating us. And I'm like, no, a meteor beat you. The cat people came in later.
I missed some stuff as a kid.
Dino saucers. Oh man,
was going again. Oh, I remember.
Welcome to Nostalgia, the stream.
I'm playing a retro game. Yeah, it counts.
Yeah, we're gonna pop open some ecto coolers later. It's gonna be great.
You're gonna get sick from the expired ecto coolers.
Got some ecto coolers. Maybe some Dunkaroos on the side. They still make those.
They do?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw some at the grocery store I work at. They had fucking Street Sharks. God, yes.
Okay, I didn't watch.
That was so dumb.
I didn't watch much of Street Sharks, but I at least knew it existed.
Okay, I didn't care much for the cartoon. It was way too. It was trying way too hard to be another Ninja Turtles.
I found that to be. That was a problem with a lot of cartoons in the 80s and 90s.
It's kind of like every game trying to be Dark Souls these days.
God, yes.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, some of them really good though.
Yeah.
They did the inspiration well. Street Sharks, in my opinion, had one of the coolest fucking toys though. They were big, bulky. They were like the size of a football. I think they were made of the same material. They were badass. You could like
I got the S codes.
Slam these two together. SWAT cats.
So I recently saw some Biker Mice episodes on YouTube.
I've never seen a single episode. How is it?
The writing is surprisingly adult at times.
Really?
Yeah, they squeezed in some stuff kids wouldn't get, and adults would think, oh damn, they let this air.
You know one thing that really impressed me about SWAT cats? At the time, the animation was so amazing.
A funny thing about SWAT cats I remember learning, they used a lot of backgrounds in that cartoon in early Adult Swim episodes.
Really?
Yes.
Didn't know that. Okay, now Ghetto, I gotta ask. Are you talking about the bad English translation of Samurai Pizza Cats, or are you talking about the original Japanese language of Samurai Pizza Cats? Space goes coast to coast. Oh my god, the dub. Because they sent the tapes over to America, the script got lost. So the American studio decided to make their own script based on what they were watching. It was so fucking hilarious. If you've watched the American dubbing and then you've seen the Japanese, it's two entirely different shows. The Japanese one is so serious, but once they the original Japanese studio at the time caught wind of this, they were like, well, we want to see what it looks like. You know, how's it sound? They fucking loved it. They thought it was so hilarious. They're like, no. Keep doing that. We'll send you the other seasons. Keep doing what you're doing. This is hilarious. We tried to make a serious, like, Nico Power Rangers thing, and y'all made a slapstick comedy. Yeah, the Japanese makes sense, though.
So that was the biggest pain in the ass puzzle of that type most people find in the game, and I always found it to be one of the simplest to solve.
Wait, is that the same with Fooly Cooly? Where the English dubbing is significantly different than the Japanese?
I believe this one's Stabilizer.
I think there is some translation involved, but because not every word has the same amount of syllables, they do have to ad-lib a lot of the script just to get the lip syncing to work. Speaking of lip syncing, I'm having a hard time talking. Yeah. What did that thing say?
Decontamination procedures.
Oh, cool. So it's a hard-like construct.
Yeah, this is really how decontamination works, folks. It's not how decontamination works.
Oh, speaking of U.S. censorship, I figure I may as well talk about this since I have been rambling. I am so caffeinated right now.
Yeah, I like it.
My girlfriend, we watch a lot of anime. Naturally, we have different tastes, but we watch each other's stuff. She wanted to watch Cardcaptor Sakura. She loves Magical Girl anime, and she loves Clamp. And that's both. That's made from Clamp, and it's a Magical Girl.
God, would it ever ghetto.
And I remember, like, a long time ago, watching the American dubbing. I think they had it on WB. They had Cardcaptor Sakura. And I remember watching it, and I was like, oh, this is not bad. It's not. I'm not the target audience. I realize that, but it's Saturday morning, and I'm sleepy. I'll just fucking watch any cartoons. And it wasn't bad. Now, when we watched the original Japanese language, all the characters have different names. Like, in America, they call her Madison. She is not lesbian, but her best friend has, like, a hard crush on her. So her best friend is gay for her. And that's one of the things they took out. Was also the fact that the boy she kind of hooks up with, Shaoran, likes her, but he also has a crush on this, like, 8 years older, like, he's middle school. He has a crush on this, like, teenage boy that's in high school. And they took that out completely. They were just like, oh no, we cannot, not in America.
Ah, damn.
Oh, you dropped your gun.
I'll get
Oh god, it's gonna get the gun! It's going for the gun!
Alright.
You got knocked the fuck out! So yeah, Tomie and Shaoran. Tomie was, oh, it went on the table!
Yeah, I can do that.
Tomie, her friend, was gay for her, and Shaoran was, like, bisexual.
Let me see where I have the code written down.
And yeah, if anyone's interested, feel free to judge me. It was really good. I liked the show. It was very well written, and it had continuity.
It was 12/18.
So when's the Dino Crisis remastered?
I wish I could tell you.
That'd be so cool. We were actually talking about that, like, before we started streaming this. Like, games we wanted remastered.
6/8.
Like, you chose Dino Crisis, and I don't know, I'd probably pick something stupid. Oh my god, Monster Rancher. That'd be so good.
That'd be so hard to do. And welcome, handsome.
Ah, Guapo Roche.
So, you a fan of Dino Crisis as well?
Oop, nature check, brother. Got called out.
Weird. I thought it was... Maybe I've got my notes messed up here. Alright, nature check. You were talking about warm and cold-blooded animals.
Yes.
The way that humans keep their extremities, and I mean by limbs, warm, is due to countercurrent heat exchange. Okay, we've got veins and arteries, right?
Yes.
Arteries flow... Okay, most arteries flow from the middle of the body toward the outside carrying oxygenated blood, right?
Got it.
Well, the middle of our bodies tend to be warmer. So that blood is warmer, heading out to the extremities. And the heat can radiate between arteries and veins, keeping, transferring heat from one to the other.
Huh. Like putting a heated pipe next to a water line to keep the water from freezing over?
Kind of like that, though we never get anywhere near freezing point if we're healthy. And yes, I do recycle ghetto. Mostly aluminum and paper. I don't deal with a lot of other stuff that's that recyclable.
You don't recycle bodily fluids? Okay.
I'm
Good! No,
I'm
no
not...
one does that. That's so stupid. Why would anyone?
Wow.
I mean, technically we do. We're putting it back into the sewer line, and it's getting treated.
Yeah, we recycle in our own bodies, and... Yeah, it's... Wow. Oh, why did I want to get in this room? Something else I needed.
Is there a gun? That's why I want to get into rooms in video games. Weapons.
And yeah, I am glad I played the RE2 remake.
Wait, is Ghetto also a biology major?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah, Ghetto! Higher education! That's me pretend high-fiving you. It's called a clap. I just gave myself the clap.
That you did! What am I missing? Got one of the D's. I need the other D.
Are you ready for the D? DDK, DD... That has 4
I've
D's
been in there. Ah, someone's woken up.
I was about to say, how do you know, but then I heard it.
He's woken up.
Oh, that did last a while. You're right.
Yeah.
That was a nice little nap.
A dirt moment? What do you mean?
Endothermic, ectothermic, but what are the other two?
Okay, endothermic's what we usually refer with warm blood. Ectothermic is cold blood. I'm not recalling the other two at the moment either.
It must not exist.
Damn it!
Science can't explain it! Technically, or not. No, there's 2 more. Sharks are a great example.
And no, we're not talking about something ectoplasmic, handsome.
That might be more into my area than his.
Okay, I'm thinking here. There's got to be a room I've not been into yet.
Drink their own heat, but are cold-blooded. I didn't know sharks could do that.
I might be wrong here, but I'm thinking that the category sharks belong to is similar to what they think some large dinosaurs would have been.
Yay! I made a science reference. Makos are the ones that eat jellyfish, aren't they? Or am I thinking a goblin shark?
I can't recall the diet of Makos at the moment.
You want to know where I got that information from?
Here.
a really obscure episode of Captain Planet.
Wow. I guess.
My memory is about as chaotic as it gets. I remember bits and pieces of all these little things. Fastest animals on the planet in Muggles are fish eaters for sure. Oh, neat. He's a hero. Take pollution down to zero. He's our powers.
I'm thinking more about.
Is it magnified? And he's fighting on the planet side? Or is it unionized? Are the kids in a union? Is he the union rep?
A superhero union. Dear Lord.
I mean, that's pretty much My Hero Academia, isn't it? A superhero union?
Kind of. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my god, are you Googling that?
You know what? I actually am.
You know what? No shame in that. You're re-educating yourself. Re-education has never been bad historic. Okay, wait, no. I'm remembering some history lessons now. I believe in you, Baron.
See, the one I've already got is, I think, the input disc. I got the code disc.
I can tell you where to input that disc. Probably a computer or like a card slot. Yay! I'm getting Baron points. I am just glad that Baron doesn't remember off the top of his head too. I'm feeling real stupid for a minute there. No. Never
Oh,
feel
don't
stupid for a
feel-
slip of the mind.
Yeah, don't feel bad about that, Ghetto.
It happens to the best of us. And Baron is the best of us.
Damn it!
Well, I mean, not between us and chat, but between me and you. Clearly, you're the superior one.
Did I miss something in the elevator?
Check your map. See if the room is still red. That means there's a key.
This is not the RE2 remake.
I have almost convinced myself to do a, what was it, Baelfyr of RE3, just for completion, or just to say we did. But I really want to do 6.
I don't really want to do 6, but I will do it for you.
Because it was so fucking bad. I forgot all about that fucking, what was it, the snowmobile level?
Yeah.
Where we just paused, looked at each other, and went, no. Just turned it off. Definitely the worst here, degenerate, 100%. You are not degenerate. You stop that ghetto. You are a nice, wonderful, smart person who still plays classic, timeless games like Breath of Fire.
Well,
Anyone who plays Breath of Fire is okay in my book.
Yeah. Great, they've respawned. Or rather, they've... how to say it best? They've been replaced.
So you're saying those are pod people?
Pod people.
Pod people.
Really.
Okay, pod persons. Is that better?
Pod dinosaurs.
Don't get me on the grammar.
They're not people, they're dinosaurs.
Putin plays Breath of Fire. Well, you know what? There's always an exception to the rule. He's got to put in the disc into a system like everyone else.
You know...
Except in science, there's not often an exception to the rule, is there?
You know, if Putin played Breath of Fire, I'd be fine to have a conversation with him about it.
Over the phone.
Yeah.
On a guarded line.
Alright, maybe I missed a card in here.
If he did that, I would die laughing.
I did. That's
Shuns
what I'm
all
missing.
video games, but he's sitting there quietly like, but this is different. Breath of Fire, like religion. In biology, nothing is 100%. Don't you call it a mutation?
No, we call it life.
Yeah, mutation.
There's something my evolution professor said that it will stick with me forever. It was the last thing he told.
Why are you in this class?
Okay, admittedly, on the first day of class, he said, well, we're all in a biology class in the Deep South, so I guess we'll see each other in hell.
Oh, here we are. More and more about chemiosynthesis, proving sunlight is not required for life. Well, I mean, yeah, because they found those like secluded cave ecosystems where there's like life thriving. Is that was one of those? Gotta play.
Oh, you're off to play it yourself? Have a great time, Roche.
Good luck. May the dinos be far behind you.
Can I get by them?
I was gonna say be with you. You just juked the shit out of that, didn't you?
I took one hit.
Okay, so are they like slow heavy heaters? Slow heavy heaters. Heaters. I'm doing the accent. Hitters.
Yes.
Okay. Not even the cave ecosystems. Oh, well, do tell.
Yeah, life forms below the photic zone in the ocean, for one.
Oh, yeah. Like the worms near the volcanic vents.
Yes.
Did you ever see any of the footage of the deep ocean lakes?
Wait, deep ocean lakes?
Yes. It's what they call it that. It's not exactly a lake, but it's like denser material like formed into an alcove, and it looks like a lake in the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, I've just never heard it referred to that as before.
Yeah, I was watching a real for dumb people special, so they had to use simple words for my small brain.
Don't say it like that. Damn it,
Do you want me to say it dumber?
No, it's...
Salt lakes. They actually consume chemicals, not organic matter or photons. Are they really consuming photons?
Well, they're...
This sounds like a deep physics question now.
Yeah, they're using energy from photons, and...
Energy given off by a source of light would be photonic energy. It would be a photon. And when it hits you, you get the warmth, and that's what light is. I'm just picturing something literally eating light, and my brain's like, no, that's dumb. But that's exactly what's happening.
How the fuck do you think plants work?
I know! I can't!
I admit botany is an area I always meant to learn more about, but I do know that much. Both botany and mycology are two areas I mean to get more knowledge on.
Botany is nuts. And nuts is botany. Too much.
Ah, yes, the evolution professor saying that plants are up to some unholy stuff with their genetics. I love that line.
Plant sperm has 2 stages. No other organism does that.
Oh, now I remember the thing he wasn't just my evolution professor, I also had him for invertebrate zoology. And the thing he said on our final day of class was that under standard temperature and pressure, a life form will do whatever it damn well pleases.
Goddamn right.
Will it press the buttons?
Yes, we pressed the buttons.
Press the buttons.
So you were comparing this game to Metal Gear Solid earlier. This area looks like it was ripped from that game.
Oh god, it kind of does.
I do what I want.
Stupid, filthy dinosaurs. It ruins it. But they likes the Regina. They likes how she tastes.
I'm a Arabidopsis. I do what I want.
The fuck is a Arabidopsis?
Arabidopsis. It's a genus of grass that's used in shitloads of botany experiments.
Oh.
It's kind of like the fruit fly for plant people.
Oh. Oh god. Did I send you that article I found about the lab rat at this one laboratory that was fucking up all the experiments?
You might have.
Because it was learning to do exactly what it needed to just to get the reward without like any of the complicated shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, this thing has fucked up so many of their experiments because it's gotten too smart for them. it would intentionally screw up just to get, like, other rewards.
Mm-hmm.
I think they called it, it was like number 42 or something. And it was notorious at this laboratory.
I feel bad for the scientists, but because, you know, it ruined a whole lot of their work, but damn if that is not a wonderful story about life adaptations.
They also found out rats giggle. It's at a frequency humans can't really hear, but they found that they could tickle rats, and if they had a microphone set up properly, now that looks like Annette Bergen, that they would actually just like giggle. It was so cute. So, and they did experiments to find out that rats do have empathy. And yes, they have a language. There was a scientist who decided to... I love these little articles I find. He decided to inbreed rats as much as possible to see what kind of mutations he could get. Literally, his whole explanation for this is like, I want to see what will happen. He found a genetic mutation that caused rats to, instead of squeak, they chirped like birds as a mutation. And they found out that this gave them a more advanced language system for communicating with each other. And either they stuck with that and was like, cool, let's study this, or they went, you gotta stop. These rats are getting really fucking smart.
I know that people would probably get mad, but I'd want to keep going.
I do too. I was like, let's see if we can get them thumbs. A common mutation for cats is a thumb for inbreeding. Did you know that?
Yes.
It's not an actively usable opposable thumb. Yes!
Yeah.
Secret of Nim was so good! That was the first cartoon to ever give me nightmares.
Let's pull some Secret of Nim shit.
That's right. That's right. And yes, I heard about the trees communicating via the fungus and sharing nutrients and water. If plants are actually like related from or descended from the same parent plant, they will actually intertwine their roots for a network system. And they found that some plants that do that are from like different same species but different parent plants will actually fight each other for nutrients and water. I think there was that so many people think humans are superior, so every time we start to prove that we're not that more advanced, it gets shut down. Wait. There's an old, I don't know if it's a limerick or a poem or something. It's in my garage in like a 70-year-old encyclopedia I own. 2 + 2 is more. 2 + 2 is 4. Often less, but never more. An eye for all the world's advance. An upright mammal wearing pants. I don't know who fucking wrote that. Some tree species will sense other species and poison the ground. Since we're on plants, is it not the tomato plant that, or it's a breed of tomato plant, that when an insect is eating on it, the tomato plant will detect what kind of bug it is based on the saliva and release a pheromone to attract that bug's predator?
I've read about plants doing this.
Like, oh, it's this particular caterpillar. I'm going to, like, attract some wasp over here.
There are cases where, okay, say you've got a bug that will prey. I know it seems weird to say a bug preying upon a plant, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
A bug, say they've got piercing mouth parts, they penetrate a plant, and then they release a certain chemical is released from usually I think it's the xylem of the plant, and this chemical smells really good to some other insects that just so happen to be predators of that insect that's attacking.
A lot of plants do that. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember which one. I don't know why I'm thinking tomato plants.
Probably because you've worked a lot with tomato plants over the years.
Yeah, I don't have a garden this year. I'm gonna do the bucket thing this year on the porch.
Okay.
I got rid of my garden. Tilling that fucking field up by hand with a rusty, splintery pickaxe is done so much damage to my back.
But in the past, you have experience with it.
Yeah, we grew really great tomatoes. You know, when it wasn't so dry that it scorched the fucking earth. It gets way too much light where the garden was. There's almost no shade. It's like 4 to 5 hours around noon. It's just constant sunlight, and I found out tomato plants don't need that much sunlight.
Yeah.
On plants, two that get eaten will put off a gas that warns other trees, etc. of the same species to produce more toxins, as toxin creation takes nutrients and energy. Oh, I heard about those. There was a tree in... Was it a tree in Africa they first discovered this? When certain mammals would eat the fruit and stuff, it would give off the pheromone to other trees, and those trees nearby would be like, oh shit, these fucking mammals are here. Let's start giving off a poison to make them sick as shit. Poison makes you sick, toxic makes you dead. There's a difference. At least in, according to OSHA, when you're dealing with chemicals in the workplace. Mm-hmm. And I believe it's poison can just make you very, very sick. Toxic can make you very, very dead. Yeah, it was the first they realized it. Holy shit, I know some biology stuff.
Indeed.
Why am I remembering all this random fucking shit from like 12 years ago? Of course, I remember dreams I had when I was like 4, so...
Okay, so now I've got 6 Elder Pluses.
Yeah, there is that, it's like a coffee plant? A breed of coffee plant where, I want to think like a breed of cat eats it? Or some breed of animal? And then, like, that's how the seeds germinate, is by getting eaten and then pooped out.
A lot of plants work that way.
Really?
Yeah, fruit is meant as bait for animals. Animals will come by, eat the fruit, the seeds pass safely through their digestive system untouched, and get deposited with a nice bit of fertilizer somewhere.
See, I always thought, like, the fruit is just like this sweet, nutrient-rich pod that when it drops and it starts to decompose, it turns into a natural fertilizer that helps the plant, helps the seeds grow. I didn't know it was intended to be eaten. Mm-hmm. I've always assumed it was just like a delicious pre-compost fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
All fruit and vegetable are just fruit, so they are the womb and ovary. You're eating lady bits every time you eat fruits and veggies. Not the first time, am I right?
No. And I gotta admit, I like eating those out.
Why did you agree with me on that? I'm also eating about a 2-hour trip to the bathroom every time I eat fruit. Sometimes. God, do you know what sounds good?
Dare I ask?
An apple.
I'm
crisp fucking apple. A hard Fuji or Gala apple, minus the stomach cramps, the tears, and the diarrhea. I'm not crazy about being in the fetal position in the bathroom, but I think an apple would be delicious right now. I am lesbo for veggies. Now wait a minute! Wait a minute! We're getting into dangerous territory here.
Dangerously tasty territory.
Well, I'm... Okay, we're gonna go... Your route is much more innocent than the route my mind went, so we're sticking with you. Are you talking about veggies? Do you mean you eat the veggies? Yes! Okay.
Thank you for keeping chat entertained while I did some basic bullshit here with the inventory. Alright, so
Are you talking to Ghetto or me?
For
Ghetto, got it.
both of you, honestly.
Oh, nonsense. I'm just rambling. Ain't more vegan than meat allergies, but still love my meats.
Yeah, I admit a lot of my favorite dishes are veggie only, but I still eat meat.
God, I love seafood. Mm-hmm. And it's low calorie, so yeah.
Okay,
oh no, Ghetto, no. This is actually the most energetic most people will ever find me. Because at work, I just generally am not in the mood to talk to anyone. So most people that I've told about my streams, the ones that actually watch, I find it really hard to believe this is me talking, except for the sound of my voice. You barely say hello, you know, at work. It's like, I hate you people. There's a good reason for that. I don't want to talk to any of you. Cracked on caffeine. Yeah, a little bit.
Alright, let's use that med pack M. Back in good shape. So after solving the puzzle here, by the way, this woman is still alive, and I've got some top-end medical supplies, but can't do a thing for her.
Shoot her with them. Put it in the dart and... Well, I wouldn't... Well, you say hi. It's... yeah, it's probably the caffeine. It's also, I'm with here with my best friend, and that makes me happy, because...
That's touching, really.
There's a lot of nights where I'm literally the only one in, like, a fucking 4-bedroom house. That's true. Because I tried quitting caffeine cold turkey after having it since birth. And for about 30 years of my life...
I love that.
I quit it cold turkey, and I understood drug addicts. And I had great sympathy for them, because I wanted to murder everyone. That was a fucking nightmare.
Oh, that sounded like somebody shooting her.
My God. The fuck? How many times did they shoot her? Were they double tapping with a grenade launcher? I want to make sure we got her.
Oh, by the way.
In a day when the third energy is active, they've been handled by someone with bloody hands. Oh, okay, yeah.
Their fingerprints.
Oh! You can use a fingerprint collector?
Yes.
I haven't been so intense since I haven't really been smoking. I thought it was going to be way more ragey. Honestly, if you quit smoking, I'm super proud of you. I've only known very few people who have attempted it and stuck with it. So it is really cool to hear that you did it. It's not dealing with stupid ass drama. It makes it much easier. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
I'm pleased with that my mother gave up smoking, and...
I am too.
Yes.
I really am. Because, like, your family is, like, the closest thing I have to trusting family right now. Y'all are my other family.
Don't move.
He said don't move! Why'd you put your hands up?
Carving a name for myself.
God, he's not mad. He's just disappointed with you. Simon didn't say.
Your precious creation is nothing more than another weapon to be misused.
It's a free energy to... How would you use time travel as a weapon? No, wait.
Time travel was not the goal of the experiment.
Then again, I'm sure nuclear energy was just an alternate fuse source at first, too.
Rick, our target has been secured.
Some guy in the military just like, can we blow that shit up? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Big time. Cool. Just wondering.
Speaking of nuclear power...
And then smoking every few days versus daily. Hey, that's progress.
Indeed.
That's progress. It's like, like in that show BoJack Horseman. It's got a really cool, catchphrase in it, or quote? Oh, quote. It gets easier. You have to do it every day, but it gets easier.
You can understand. Third energy has the ability to replace a pocket in space with...
Yes, I've heard a little bit about fungi being used as absorption for radioactive energy.
I saw some of that.
But what I was going to say is, I remember reading a little bit about very early work on thorium reactors, and I'm wondering if that's led to anything.
What sounds like depression? Wait, what did I say?
It gets easier every day.
But you have to keep doing it.
Right. So that's how those dinosaurs appeared in our time.
And that
Really?
is what I have done.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that... Does no one else find that weird that nature just happened to develop a way... Well, I mean, if you have an active resource nearby, I guess something will find a way to feed off of it, right?
Well, radiation exists regardless of humans. It's just that we can make things much more concentrated.
Oh, that's right, because it's like uranium and mercury are naturally occurring substances.
Right.
Right. I keep forgetting about that.
Mercury.
Your grand invention is blocking
Yes,
our
Mercury.
escape.
You did.
You
Isn't
need
it?
to destroy the vortex.
Mercury's harmful, but
The
I'm
only
not
way to do
aware
that
of
is to allow
most
the
naturally
generator's
occurring
third
mercury being
energy levels to
radioactive.
Is it not?
overload.
I've watched way too many like B-movie science fiction shows.
I just kept going, wait, what? I'm so sorry there.
Sorry. I'm clearly not.
But there is one
Smart.
The mercury was so out of the blue I second guessed myself.
No, it's funny. You didn't see like the slow realization hit his face. It was beautiful. He's like, yeah, Mercury. Wait, what? Mercury? No, sweetie, no, not Mercury. Stop.
You're missing the initializer and stabilizer, right?
But yet there's naturally occurring. What's the one that starts with B?
Calm down.
Well,
Radioactive material starts with a B.
A rooms on floor B3.
Borium?
Boron, beryllium.
Very
Maybe it's
good,
beryllium.
No.
Now you understand our situation.
I apologize for the audio
Man's
issues.
so nice he has to explain it twice.
I apologize for the audio issue in the game.
Yeah, I should stop bitching about about the system not being quite up to par, and just be happy we can play it. Period. My favorite project I did was help cultivate a oilific bacteria, naturally occurring, and putting it onto oil spills. It eats the oil and breaks it down to other nutrients that the ocean has been using for millions of years. So no nasty side effects. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I remember
Cool.
hearing about that in an earlier stream. So, I'm trying to remember, when did I pick up a level B key card? I think I may have just gone straight from C to A. But yeah, this is the second gaudiest card in the game. It looks like a credit card.
Yeah, I hear funding is a bit of a hot topic in the science fields.
Yeah.
Ghetto did it for free.
Okay, I'm all set to whip up a program that will send a stream of third energy into the vortex.
Sorry, there's more than
I'll keep an
one
eye
character on
the
screen,
doctor,
so
the doctor.
no one wants to save the Earth. Well, that's for the next generation to figure out.
The third energy.
Future rich-ass politicians with gold-plated assholes.
Yeah.
Sorry, you have very strong feelings about that, so I have to watch my words very carefully.
That whole floor,
I'm within arm's reach of Baron.
including that T-Rex. Let's
Baron gonna have to shake a bitch. Oh, he might shake a bale.
here. Take this.
So, we're up at another crossroads in the game.
Initializer and stabilizer.
Looks like you're in an office.
Rick wants Regina to assemble these complicated devices.
And assemble the devices.
It requires less travel.
Regina doesn't have the technical knowledge for that. We don't even know if all the right
Is Rick the one with the ponytail?
Yes.
Okay. Who's the other guy?
Gale.
Gale. I like how over his shoulder it just happens to be the sign that says, "Don't bother me."
Your call then, Regina. You're the one who has to do this.
Gale thinks it would be better to hunt down the already assembled devices and put them in place.
Doesn't Gale... Isn't he in charge, or are they just all on equal terms? He just has more experience. No one outranks anyone else?
Gale is definitely more experienced. He sort of seems like he's kind of in charge.
Because he's giving you an option instead of just saying, this is a fucking order.
Well, because somebody's got to watch Dr. Kirk, somebody's got to monitor security, that leaves Regina to decide how to get the items. They know of two ways, and this mission is way out of what they originally expected. So Gale's probably feeling a little more generous. That, and he does recognize Regina is more competent than Rick.
Even though Rick is the tech head.
I mean,
Although Regina's the one who's been fixing all the equipment throughout the facility.
Exactly. So, back in the day, I would often go Rick's route. It requires more puzzles, but when you know what you're doing, Gale's route's faster and honestly simpler.
Okay, let's do it.
But if a crisis has already occurred, then assumedly, if you're putting together the parts that were already being used, wouldn't you be creating the same crisis?
These parts are just put in storage.
I thought it was like, oh, we're going to use the exact same pieces of equipment that caused this whole disaster.
We
Instead,
are.
like, we're going to build one from the ground up so we make sure nothing goes wrong.
No,
But then again, this isn't either of y'all's fields.
if we went Rick's route, we'd be making copies of two pieces of equipment that already have been used before. So it would logically behave the same way. We need to activate the third energy reactor again to cause enough of an energy overload to affect that vortex. Rick believes that, based upon the research he's read of other people, that another blast like that would cause the vortex to stabilize and we can just run through the hallways if it was normal.
You're doing all this to go through a hallway.
Yes. Even though, with this A-rank...
10-minute conversation! So you're doing this to go through a hallway, right? Correct.
Even though with this A-rank key card Regina's got, and after I rewrite the ID card to become Dr. Kirk functionally, we can take so many different routes to get past that hallway.
Okay, throw your logic out the window. Do what games say.
Exactly. Although they did give you two options on how to do it. I probably missed a lot of plugs throughout the game.
You might have. When it gets really quiet, I keep trying to figure out where all this sound is coming from. I hear people talking. I forget I have my phone over here with the volume down, watching your stream.
So you have an extra viewer.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Dr. Kirk. Dr. T. Kirk. Library. Room.
This setup is perfect for memes.
Doesn't his arm get tired? It's a prosthetic arm. It's just there for show. He doesn't know it. Oh, do you know what this room reminds me of? Especially with that little, like, alcove right there?
Oh?
Where you get the debug SMG through the elevator in the museum in Parasite Eve. There's that little bitty passage between those bookcases.
There is something there, alright, but it's not where you get the debug SMG.
Is that not?
It's where you get the second shotgun.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you get the debug SMG?
Game Shark.
Really? There's not a legit way to get it?
No, that's why it's for debugging.
But doesn't that shotgun have like a lot of like bonus shit on it? It's like kind of OP.
Well,
It may be the one I'm thinking of.
most
It's where the secret elevator is that takes you down.
yes,
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
most people forget. Well, actually, most people don't find the shotgun in the sewers earlier, so then it's more likely to be the first shotgun you find, and against groups of medium strength enemies, it's really, really nice.
I remember like getting that gun and I was like, oh man, what a cool gun. And then I took pieces off of it and upgraded other guns. And then I was just like, this was a bad idea.
Okay, let me think.
Oh, if we can get it running properly, do you think we could stream Parasite Eve 1?
Yes.
I want to see it again. I want to see it. Even I want you to play it because you'll make it look less. You'll make it look more professional. I just want to see the monsters again. Oh my god, the monster designs.
I'll make
Okay,
it look...
everyone
The
in
man
chat.
who makes dick jokes every 5 minutes is going to make something look professional.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the B card. Don't need it, but got it.
For those wondering, I'm a big fan of monster designs. Fucking love them. Love creatures. And I'm not into biology for some reason. I like bugs though, in real life. I love bugs.
Yeah.
Bunny. Cartoons, love them. But I love the monster designs in Parasite Eve. They're just so amazing. Not Parasite Eve 2 as much.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much.
I will admit, Resident Evil and Parasite Eve were two games that really got me into biology as a kid.
Really?
Yes.
I could see that. I really could.
Now, let me think. Quickest route back to where I want to go.
Yes, Parasite Eve was such a fun game. Thank you, Ghetto.
Let me see what door I come out here.
Even if no longer Parasite Eve, I would love those mechanics again in another game. Yes, that'd be so cool.
Okay, let's just step in from there.
You know, between you two, I kind of feel like we're at a science conference, and I mistakenly thought I was going to a Comic-Con. So I feel like the one who's just like, oh yes, we all like the anime you're cosplayed as, but we're here to talk science. And I'm just happy to have occasional conversations where I'm just like, yes, Parasite Eve. PE2 was fun, but it was not as good.
I enjoyed Parasite Eve 2 for different reasons. Largely the challenge of the combat.
I like the weapons better.
Um,
They're a bit more realistic,
and
less
please,
gamey. No, do not sorry, Ghetto.
oh, here's a recording that a lot of people miss.
My only concern regarding the new
Ugh,
generator
no, not sports, please no. I know nothing about sports.
And screw celebrities.
Well, it depends on the celebrity. Maybe we'll screw it up.
still a problem under certain conditions. Look, with the generous budget, personnel, and facilities at your disposal, shouldn't you be able to solve that problem? Once complete control can be established, we will literally have the power of a god at our disposal.
Which god?
And it will all be attainable if you cooperate with me.
If I had to guess, probably Hephaestus. A lot of building shit here. Oh, it's him putting in the keypad. You have to guess
Yeah.
the tone.
Hmm. But that's a puzzle if you're on Rick's route.
Fuck Rick.
I came in here because there's some items to pick up.
Now see that panning shot where you're behind the window panes.
Mhm.
By remodeling the cylinder, grenade bullets can be fired continuously. Oh, nice.
There's an upgrade for the grenade gun.
I like that shot. There's a lot of little things in this game that I'm still impressed about years later. This shot. That is cool. I love it. It's not like, oh, it's third person, so the camera's always over your shoulder. You don't have these cool panning shots like that.
Mhm.
You don't need to decontaminate again?
No, apparently not.
You went out of this room and came back into from a different room and you're... Okay. Alright. It actually makes... Well, of course, it makes sense there would be a decontamination chamber. There's dinosaurs from another time, the ancient bacteria and viruses. But
How was it? They
that
wouldn't
wasn't
have
the
known.
intention. I know. I'm getting to that. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting this was not the intended purpose of the science.
All right, let me.
Of the science. Oh my god.
Yeah, this was a pure energy research facility. They had nothing to do with the biology stuff. All right. 31415.
31415.
Put the fingerprint data.
Pulls a hand out of your inventory. Yeah, this one looks right.
I love that that success sound. So now, I functionally have Dr. Kirk's ID card.
Nice. Oh, and in case you're wondering, Baron, I am not streaming more of Alundra.
I got that impression.
The game was a nightmare.
Well, yeah,
Literally, because there was like
you
dream jumping.
do that.
But, oh, it would never tell you where you needed to go. Wouldn't even hint at where you needed to go. You just had to like run around randomly and hope a scene happened.
Okay, from this room.
It's like Sony tried to make a Legend of Zelda game.
Stairs.
Where
Work
are
my-
we going, Baron?
Work my way back out to the carrying out room.
Carrying out room?
I think that's what they call it. The area near where the Tyrannosaurus went down.
The nap room?
Yeah, we're gonna call it the nap room now.
The nap room.
Sleepy time. Go nap me up.
Oh, that'd be great if there was a mod for this game that made the dinosaur roars like cat meows. I don't know why. I just thought that'd be adorable.
I was ready for me this time.
Okay,
The
so
other guy
they're
wasn't.
slow, heavy hitters compared
Yeah.
to the raptors.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I asked that earlier, and you probably answered it, but I was probably ranting, so
I
I
did
didn't
answer
hear you.
it.
I probably didn't hear you. I mean, heard you, but did not register it in my tiny, tiny non-science brain. Oh, speaking of tiny, tiny brains, I was reading an article. This one guy had, as a child.
Honestly, Regina, why the hell would you lock onto the one farther away? The one not in your face?
You can never be too careful. When he was younger, preteens, they did a scan of his brain and found out he had fluid buildup around his brain, like within the skull.
Mm-hmm.
And they drained it, success, all that. He grew up later. Naturally, he didn't grow up right then or in the past. He grew up later. Like, he's in his mid-30s, mid to late 30s. They, for whatever reason, they did another brain scan. Found out that he had more fluid buildup. It had liquefied, like, 80% of his brain. The only part that was, like, still considered to be, like, leftover brain material was about the size of a golf ball.
The hell?
And the only side effects that the doctors could figure out was that he had slightly below average intelligence.
Weird.
And it was bringing into question how much of the brain did they actually need. It had liquefied. The fluid buildup on the outside of the brain came back. No one noticed it. He had no need to go get it checked again. It liquefied most of the outer part of his brain. And, like, he just had the little bit of the core at the middle. And he was just slightly below level intelligence. And even then, they could be like, this just could be his education. We don't know. It is too insignificant of a loss in IQ based on the average to really blame one way or the other. And they were so fucking fascinated that this man was still functioning.
Well, I would be too.
And there was no follow-up on the article about it.
That is disappointing.
That was years ago. I think I was reading that in a Popular Science magazine. Like when I find out the left center of the brain.
Oh God. Ladies and gentlemen, he's about to share something.
So back in high school, I would read Popular Science because I found it fascinating. Mainly the engineering aspect of it, the mechanical, and me and Baron, we were discussing. I think he was like, "So what'd you learn today?" And I was like, "I learned lots of things." No, that's not how it went, but that's kind of how it sounded. They found out while doing brain surgery that the left center of the brain is like front center lobe, like behind the eyes and center. And I was like, huh, that makes sense. Because you never hear about people who survive being shot between the eyes laughing about it. That's probably because they shot out the left center of the brain. And Bird's like, yeah, that's the fucking reason they're not laughing about the near fatal gunshot wound in their thinking noggin, was because he shot it out. It has nothing to do with the fact that they were shot in the head. This was my mentality. And in case you're wondering, wow, Baelfyr, you would have been a really horrible lab partner. You were correct.
He was my lab partner.
I was his lab partner. I was the most dangerous one in that class. Because not only was I the one who was asking shit like, what would happen if I burned this in the Bunsen burner? I was the one who did it without asking first.
He didn't ask me either.
No, I didn't. I'm amazed I only almost killed you once. I am so shocked that didn't happen more often. Oh my god! Speaking of magnesium! So in science class, my desk was front and center because, well, I wasn't trusted. Baron sat behind me.
So that he could be observed from all sides.
So I could be observed from all sides. And the teacher had her little science experiment desk 3 feet in front of me. So I had front row tickets to the show. And I didn't even know the concert was about to start. So the teacher is discussing what would later be one of my favorite subjects. Was it like spectrum of light? Was that it? Something like that. And she was going around the room discussing it, and as she did, she was shutting the blinds on all the windows, making the room darker and darker and darker. Longest living observational subject of study. You're not wrong there either. And as the room got darker, my only thought wasn't, I should be taking notes on this lecture. It was, it's getting harder to draw and not pay attention. So the teacher goes up there. She gets all the equipment out. There's just, she had like a candle out, didn't she? Just for a little light.
Yes.
On the middle of the desk. She had lit a candle, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And I went right back to drawing. And she had said, and I quote, "Whatever you do, don't look directly at this." And I heard, look directly at this. Pitch black room. She strikes a magnesium stick. I am so, I don't know if the word is shocked. There is such a flash of light. I physically hit the ground, holding my eyes, almost screaming in pain. I saw flashing lights in my vision for 3 fucking days. And the teacher did not even rush over there to see what was wrong. She just like, oh, I see. Well, Baron, would you mind picking up your lab partner from the floor? My eyes! Oh my god! What was that? It's like, that was magnesium. It's like, what the fuck is magnesium? Would you care to look again? No! Oh. And then the next week, I threw a bowl of hot scalding acid across your face. Not on your face, across your field of vision.
It wasn't acid.
Didn't we? Wasn't it? I thought we were boiling acid to separate the sodium contents.
No, we were using, I don't remember exactly what we were doing.
I remember we had the Bunsen burners. I also remember trying to pull the hose off while the Bunsen burner was still going. That didn't turn out so well. You can make a flamethrower in that class. Found out real quick.
We did have something on inside a crucible on a Bunsen burner, and I had turned away to clean my goggles because I'm a guy who gets sweaty goggles very easily, and I trusted my lab partner could be left alone for 5 seconds.
I did warn you. Was not to be trusted.
I was incorrect. Wait,
that thing went flying.
I should have been able to pick up both items in here.
I think I launched at a good 10 feet through the air, didn't I? It almost hit the other lab group. That was a good class.
So, oddly enough, there are bioweapons in here.
Really?
But nothing ever comes of them in the story.
Oh. Yeah, because their shit's properly contained. Because I don't work there. Oh my god, do you remember wafting?
I remember I knew how to do it.
Because I didn't read the lab instructions. Using those heat-resistant grips.
Oh, duh, it was in the other tube.
Holding the vial of boiling solution. I think that was the boiling acid was in the test tube that we were holding. And it was like, hey, you have to waft it. And I remember just kind of glancing up at you, and I was just like, what is wafting? And you're like, it's when you smell of it, and you finished it with saying, by swiping it at you through the air. And all I heard was like, by smelling it, and I just went, oh, I almost hit the fucking ground. Yeah, wafting. You should have led with, it's when you use your hand to fan it toward you. That was on you.
Of course.
Not on me for not listening for the entire instructions, just hearing the part that was, be careful when instructing pain.
Yes.
Oh, you weren't with me in my college chemistry class, were you?
No, I was not.
So we did a,
Damn it.
we were doing a, I think it was physical science was this one.
Mm-hmm.
And we were doing the spectrometer. Yeah, you know where this is going. Fire is involved. So we had
no, my mind is going several directions at once, thinking, okay, it could be this, 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 or this.
So we had these big candles out, so we could like burn very small samples of compounds to like, ooh, look what color it turns. I love that class. Because like
The pretty colors.
yes, potassium burns a crimson red. Sodium burns a deep rich blue, like the shirt you're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite, copper sulfide, which burns like a creepy, like Slimer from Ghostbusters green. It is so cool. Anyway, getting to the story. There was candles out. We had them lit while we were discussing things, and
I guess stay down.
without like looking away, I kept putting my hand over the fire and just moving my palm back and forth, and you could see black smoke coming off my hand. And I was hypnotized by it. And they had all I remember is like I heard the chemistry teacher from my previous year come into the class. She was talking to the physical science teacher that I was in the class at the time, and I just heard her say, "Oh God, why did you put Baelfyr near that candle?" And she was like, "Well, why? Is there something wrong?" And she looked up and she went, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I just looked up and my hand stopped moving over the flame. I was like, "Ah!" I was like, "Not if I keep it moving. Don't startle me like that." Yeah, my family is very, when it comes to name, we're really big on nicknames. I'm not going to go into too many of the details, but we hardly ever go by our legal names since at birth. We're almost given a nickname at birth, and then we stick with that nickname for our whole life. My mom had one. She was named after a particular animal. I'm not going to say which one. But because I feel like now that I've said Chance, I kind of have to explain this. I died at birth, and they had to resuscitate me, so that became my nickname. But I like Baelfyr. So, whatever. Sorry. I let that one slip out.
So
I
the
could
reason,
just said Tchaikovsky, and they'd been like, "Oh, cool, fan of classical music."
so the reason that I have been using the heat rounds lately is that they're useless in the final battle.
Really?
Yeah. You need regular grenade rounds for that one. Because of the distance traveled.
Flame rounds don't go as far?
No.
Oh. Will that kill it or just knock it down?
Just knock it down.
Oh, it's dumb. Would it kill you?
Nope.
Oh, it just knocks you back?
Yeah, it just makes Regina say, "Oh!" and step back a bit. Doesn't do damage.
So you do the Elvis thing?
Sure.
There's a mod for it. Of course there is. There's always a mod for it.
Not always. Not with these older games.
Yeah, I guess there's not.
But
Sorry for the long-winded explanation on that, Ghetto. Sorry. Get on a tangent with certain topics. Pretty much every one of them this session.
You know what? I'm going to try going back to that other room.
Go back. That's literally what the room's called. That other room. And the next one's going to be like, we ran out of ideas. You think of one.
Great, can't go through that door until I activate the generator.
There's gonna be a room called waste disposal area, and it's just the bathroom.
There was
They're not wrong.
There was a bathroom.
Was it just called bathroom?
Yeah, on the first floor.
Really?
So I'm going to run past the thing that decided to just taunt me instead of come and attack.
Oh no. Oh. Knights of the Old Republic.
2.
2. Yeah, that's right. The really deadpan talking guy with the cyber arm.
Baldur.
Yeah, he had a gate, didn't he? He was in charge of, and then like the Sith took it over, and
Hardy Har.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. She's a way better typist than Chris and Jill from RE1.
Yeah, she was hitting that blank spot between the keys and the keyboard. Oh my god, is that a trackpad? Like on a laptop? Where the mouse should be, it's just a gray square?
Possibly.
Oh wow, no wonder they fucked up so bad. I can't do anything with a trackpad. My fiance can play games on her PC with a trackpad like it's no one's business. And I'm just like, how do you click?
Yeah,
And she's like, tap it.
Wait, I think I have to go to...
The proper destination?
Ah, thank you very much for the sub, Kane.
Thank you, Kane.
I'm joined once again by Baelfyr.
Hello, it is good to see you. I hope you have wonderful time. We have found out tonight that Putin, he plays the Breath of the Fires.
I need to stream Breath of Fire games at some point. I mean, I'm
gesturing wildly to my system for those
yes,
at home.
but I can play the first 2 on mine as
and
well.
you can play 3 and 4 here.
Yes.
And they would handle it very well because they are still like sprite-based games, not like this where it's like 3D models. I have a feeling you would play it much better. How you doing, Kane? I hope
Excellent,
you're
another butt
well.
plug.
What?
Another butt plug.
Another butt plug. Did you wash it first? Did you know some of those are dishwasher safe?
Okay, there's apparently...
I can't make that up. I don't know who's putting this in with their dishes, but dishwasher safe. Poking around, getting some things online done.
Excellent.
That's cool. That's cool. What were you streaming earlier? I was at work. I couldn't watch it.
GTA 3, I believe.
Oh, the one that's like Pokemon, but with like Grand Theft Auto or car theft. It was something clever. I'm watching the title. It was like, it said like Pokemon, but with... Yeah, that! Like Pokemon, but with that! Funny face guy.
I'm a little embarrassed at how long it's taking me to get through this part.
Yeah, it's like a normal person is playing it. Yeah, you're playing this game like a first-timer.
I know you have to turn this... You have to activate this later, but... Do I have to do it now as well?
So you really feel bad that, like, for 10 minutes of this gameplay, it's, feels more like a bail-through than a barren speed run?
Oh, a PB in Portland. Congratulations.
But stuff happens. Peanut butter for Portland?
Personal best.
Oh, God.
Although I have made...
Acronyms.
I've made peanut butter jokes as well.
Wait, why did I say acronyms? PB's an acronym for peanut butter, too. Why am I acting like that's a new thing? Fuck, I hate language. $29.48. What was your time before that, Kane? I'm just curious, like, the comparison. Or is that her radio station?
Okay.
Is the station for Kane's podcast?
Okay, now I've got to head down the elevator again.
Oh, cool. All right. All right. That's like the that one thing I read somewhere. It was a like reading podcast, and it's 8 hours of silence followed by someone going, "Oh, you mean out loud?" I don't know what made me think of that. But yeah, I do. That
Now,
shit.
set the initializer.
Oh my god, I just realized what this looks like.
What?
A diaper changing station.
Well, this thing was Dr. Kirk's baby.
This is where he got shit done. Okay, and I shall pray to the old ones and the eldritch abominations slumbering beneath the sea that your next run will be even more expedient. Did I use that word right?
Yes.
Run?
Yes.
Okay. That's a big plug.
Mm-hmm. Only for the biggest of butts.
That's a Santa shaker.
I think it did.
It said Santa shaker on the side of the... Oh, that's not right.
Come on, every physics lab has a Santa shaker.
What's bad, I don't even know if you're making a joke or that's an actual nickname for some piece of lab equipment. I would have no idea. Oh, did you take it over to the Santa shaker? What? Oh yeah, right over there next to the bear snout. The fuck are you talking? Are you ready to be bomb at Pokemon?
Yeah, they've been racing through Lieutenant Surge and Pokemon Red and Blue.
Nice.
And it gave me a chance to talk about Nita Queen's boobs. That they are superior to any Pokemon nips.
I don't know. Machamp's got some big pecs.
I guess, would he have two of them? Two sets?
He's got 4 arms, doesn't he?
Yes.
Shut up, Hal. I'll do what I want.
So you're led to believe that you're on a strict time limit from this point onward, but you're not.
Really?
No.
Is there ever a time limit in this game?
Maybe during that escape on B1.
Okay, Regina. Adjust the power output to maximum.
Here goes. Just remember there's no turning back once it overloads.
Then we won't look back.
Well, no, there would be no turning back once it overloads. A fucking explosion's pretty much a point of no return. I always thought it was so weird when, like, the character models in these old games look so much different than they look in the FMVs.
Yeah.
It's like, is this the same character? Is this a flashback? Is this her mom? We just casually walk up these stairs. I'd be taking those 4 at a time, and then face plant and crawl up the rest. I was just looking for an excuse to punch him. Yes, I'll be taking that.
What's the point in saving me? That's
Is that a tracking device?
Yes.
Nice. Very Batman of him.
Mm-hmm. So your goal is to get the room Gale's in, but I feel like doing a little sidetracking.
I mean, clearly, you have all the time. mean, the whole place is just shaking apart
Yeah.
like a Jenga tower on a seismograph. Like Lincoln Logs on a shake weight. Is that better? Little something for everybody.
Wow.
You know, I remember when I thought Lincoln Logs were like the most badass toy.
Wait. Not that way.
What's wrong?
I want to go this way.
You don't want to get sanitized, I see. All right.
No. A dirty
This
girl.
lab safety isn't on your, priority list.
Very dirty girl.
Run! I'm waiting for one of those raptors to come over there. Look at the numpad as you keep hitting it. Just go, click. Because in like every representation of raptors, it's like, oh, they learn as quick as humans.
1281, not 1218.
Oh. Grip and barrel upgrade the weapon to a Spaz 12. Makes it automatic. That's a Spaz, alright.
The shotgun from...
Terminator.
Yes, Terminator.
Terminator 2.
Nice.
Right? And also Parasite Eve 2.
Yes, there was
the Spaz 12.
the intermediate shotgun.
Yes, I remember. I'm very happy with myself.
You should be.
God, it is a weird sensation. Rather be like happy for you. That's much easier. Like, much more natural.
And now we're gonna wait for the dinosaurs to come.
You're great at games. You have amazing memory retention. You're very sociable. Look at all your online friends. Look at them in the chat log and those with cameras.
There are a few okay tracks in this game.
I think the music seems very generic.
So yeah, I'm just gonna fire these 40 rounds into them and you'll see how crappy the handgun is, even when using all the upgrades and the better ammo.
Well, you know how I knew the handgun was crappy?
How?
You haven't used it in 3 hours of game time, counting last session.
Fair enough.
I think the only time you ever used it was just like, need to free up inventory space. Let me just waste these 5 rounds. Okay.
Oh. I finished them. With 2 bullets remaining.
14 rounds each.
Roughly, yep.
Do they get back up?
Not these 2. I don't need to go there anymore.
They take the big sleep.
Yeah, there might be an enemy in this room up ahead.
The dinosaurs. You step into my lab. You ruin my experiments. You kill my staff. You destroy my funding. I cannot let this stand. Hit it with the trunk.
Yeah.
God, can you just imagine someone with like the Godfather voice and mentality as a scientist?
Yes. Okay.
You question my credentials?
B E B B E B E B E B E F B E B F
B-E-B-E-F? The Beth!
I think that's it.
We're gonna do the best we can. But it's
Alright.
Windows, so the progress bar jumps back at one point.
Here we go again. B C B C A B C A F B C E A F B C A F.
B Cafe A. F. D. B Cafe AFD.
Airy.
B Cafe AFD.
Alright.
No, it was BCAFE.
Alright.
AF B.
Let's see if you're right. Did not match.
Damn it, no, that was right. You just typed it in exactly as I said it.
Alright, let's see if you can do it this time.
Okay, alright. CEC D B CECDB CECDBF B CEDCF BC
See?
E BDF
Hello, Depper. Yes.
How come you don't have this one written down?
Because this is randomized. Seriously.
Okay.
You want to have something to write it down on, or...
No. Just
Alright. Tell me when you're ready to start round 3.
okay.
We're going to see if Baelfyr can solve this randomized puzzle. Alright, what should I enter?
Look at chat. Fucking cheated.
Alright.
A B E F B B F A
E, F, B, B,
F A.
F, A. Are you ready for the next round?
Are you kidding me?
Nope, there's another round.
Go ahead. No. Code wrong. Okay. That's what I fucking thought. Oh,
And yes, so B, C,
B C B D B B A D. Hey, Dad.
and there's going to be another round. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just fucking typing it. I'm trying to memorize this shit. Back in the day, we'd have a pen and paper ready. Once we realized what
Last
was going
round.
on.
F.
I see what they did there. F F F A A F B C F C.
Wow, sounds like the average grades in some rooms I've been in. Alright, Baelfyr solved the puzzle!
Baelfyr used logic. God damn it, that's your trick. That's just called logic a trick. Like a fucking magician sleight of hand.
Yep, that you did.
Well, that door's big enough for a T-Rex to come through.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be chasing you down this hallway? And you have to shoot it to keep it from catching up?
Let's find out. Nope, looks like I didn't have to.
How you doing, Deb?
So we're here at the end of Dino Crisis.
Oh, really? We're at the end?
Really? What else is left?
I don't know. This was your game, not mine.
And this area back here would so easily be forgotten by most players.
My God, it's a prehistoric helicopter. Quick, shoot it while it's sleeping.
Because you spend all this time trying to access the seaport, you don't even consider a heliport. So I think this is a yellow box over here.
What gave it away?
Insert the butt plug. And I've only got 2 other yellow boxes accessible at the moment.
Why do I keep forgetting about that gag, and it gets me every time you say it?
I thought you were just playing along to be a good sport.
No, I keep forgetting about it.
Ah, sorry, Depp. I hope we're at least a little bit amusing to you, if nothing else.
We appreciate your company. We
Yes.
hope we could provide good company for you.
Okay,
Dipper,
good. I've got more grenade
don't
bullets.
feel so bad today. Just stay and watch us play. And the dinos he shall slay.
He's coming down off a caffeine rush.
Just a little bit wired. The caffeine made me higher than I've ever been before. I'm soon to hit the floor.
I made sure he's in an armchair.
And later I will snore because I'm tired, not wired like once that I was.
I'm glad to hear it, Dipper. So I think I can go through here.
We're glad to have you.
Which takes us out. Yeah. I think. I'd rather go back this way then. Can I backtrack this way? Yes.
Oh, I thought it said researcher pest room.
And that dinosaur's respawned already.
He was taking a nap.
Alright, you took a little blood nap.
A nap. So they do come back.
Kinda. I really think
The
if...
machine activated and it time traveled their bodies to a previous time when they actually weren't dead.
Felt
Oh
nice
shit,
about
did
his
it do
mind.
that? Or is it hitting a specific moment in time? If they adjust the frequency of the energy levels, could they travel to different periods?
Dino Crisis 2 involves actually traveling through time, yes.
Do you have to you go back into the prehistoric area in some levels?
Era, yes.
Oh, you go through a portal and then you're in that area and then you come out a portal and you're in a different part of the lab or something?
No, the first time jump is really more of a intentional thing. More like Back to the Future.
It's your kids, Marty! There's something wrong with your kids! They're lizard people!
Alright, let's move the story along for a bit.
That sign specifically says, don't bother. Dr. Kirk's manga library room. It's all BL. Every volume.
Okay.
I'm amazed he could prop himself up.
Take it easy, Gale.
Gale's a tough bastard.
Take this.
Good news and bad news. Everything from the way stuff works. And the bad news? Pretty much thought that was self-explanatory with the good news part, but okay. Waist down doesn't work. Oh, well, you know, everyone gets at that certain age where parts below the waist don't always work. Regina, I'm paralyzed! Oh, God, yes, I am so, oh my God, I'm sorry.
All right. Overloaded
I mean, that too, but let's not talk about it. Just get me out of here.
looking good. Gail, what happened to him?
Sorry,
I
Yeto.
know, but Kirk's gone.
Kill him!
Gonna kill him.
The remake of this game desperately needs subtitles.
Why does he want to kill Kirk? Besides being the least popular starship captain.
He
Let the fights commence.
he injured Gale, and Rick is being a bit tsunderish.
Oh, I thought Rick was like, I wanted to be the one to drop a ceiling on him and paralyze him from the waist down.
Don't forget the mission.
So we're at another crossroads.
No, I've just had the one can. That's pretty much my limit for the day, because anything past that makes me like
You two get
a
going.
lot more twitchy than I'm being right now. Hence the random muscle spasms in my arms.
Don't you remember our situation? The third energy can't be controlled anymore.
The third ending?
Third energy.
Okay. We can't get the third ending. There's no dog with a UFO in this one.
Actually, because I unlocked the route to the helicopter, I can get the third ending.
Wait, there is a third ending?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay, so if you didn't mess the helicopter at all, you could choose between these two things. If you decide to go with Gale, you'll track him down to the research or to the rest area, where Gale will have Kirk at gunpoint. He'll explain that the real purpose was to get Dr. Kirk's research and hopefully him as well. Gale will die, and you'll take Kirk back to the port with you, and you'll escape with Rick that way. If you go with Rick's idea, you will force Gale to come with you right now. The three of you will escape. Dr. Kirk will get away on his own. You go back empty-handed. Third ending has two variants. If you've already unlocked the heliport, you can choose to go with Gale. Since he's in the room that accesses the heliport, then instead of passing away, you convince Gale to hold on a bit longer. He makes it to the heliport and you escape with everyone. Or if you go with Rick's idea, at this point, then you knock Gale out, have Rick and Gale go toward the port, you chase Dr. Kirk yourself, you uncover the heliport. By this point, the Tyrannosaurus has destroyed the hovercraft at the port, but you tell Rick, oh, I found another way out of here. Well, that's convenient.
Which one is like the best ending, like story-wise?
To me, I think it's escape via the helicopter and go with Gale's idea. So, I'm going to try that.
Okay. Let's give it the old college try.
After the stabilizer.
Your college try, not my college try. I just tried college.
Why'd you let him go?
I mean, I got 2 degrees out of it, and here I am stacking fruit.
He's a professional, first and foremost. It's the only way he operates.
He's a professional what?
First and foremost.
And it's up to me to do my part as well.
He hasn't been acting
Sure,
like it.
everything's ready to go as soon as you get back.
He's been kind of a dick.
I'm not sure why you and Penguin seem to think so low of Gale. I mean, he seems to respect Regina, at least, as another professional.
Really?
Yeah.
Old man, look at my life.
He's
You're
not-
kind of a really big dick, dude.
I mean, Gale might be around his early 40s.
Okay, that makes 2 of us.
What?
No, I'm getting there. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. Dance game. Don't know what that means. Is it
I
an
don't
emote?
either. Let him run into this.
Ghetto, your question. For $1 million. Fake, not real money. What is Dan's game? I'm not really up to speed with all this hip lingo the kids are using on the Twitch application. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Small dick. Is that, or is it, I just said dick in general? I'm sorry. Oh, I meant he was like a dickish attitude. I just remembered what I had said. I've been in the habit this stream of just saying it and then tossing it out when I'm done. Digging through the trash bin that is my mind for the ideas I've thrown away.
Oh, hold on. I went to the wrong room. No problem.
What's wrong with you? I get it. You're trying to humanize yourself.
What?
To err is human.
I
I'm
don't-
on to you.
I don't know anything about humaning.
Oh, that's cool. It bit your arm, and now you're holding your arm to your chest like it's actually... Nope, never mind. You're done. The bleeding has stopped. You're fine.
Like a little privacy in here, gentlemen.
Them two raptors ain't too smart, are they? Them fellers there didn't see the lasers right in front of them. Head first.
You got your man, Gale.
Yes, he seems to have made it his mission to make my life miserable.
Yeah, that's why we hired him on. He's really good at making people's lives miserable.
Our escape will be
He
quick.
showed true leadership capability.
Fine. Thanks for the disc talk.
Disc.
He'd be overqualified for my supervisor's position.
So, Gale held on.
Barely from the looks. Is he holding his intestines in? The gash is on his shoulder. He's holding his stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it landed on his midsection, so... Yeah, he's probably internally bleeding.
And now we're going to contact Rick.
The doctor
You know, I can never understand. Why is internally bleeding such a bad thing? That's where the blood's supposed to be.
Are you aware of...
I'm joking! I'm joking! You're giving me that look like I'm gonna physically knock some sense into you. I'm joking.
Oh. Looks like there was... their butt plug.
Ooh. Grenade.
2 stacks of grenade rounds. And if you had come here on your own, you would find Dr. Kirk about to get on board. Regina pulls her pistol on him. It
Why
would've
the
been-
pistol, you ask? She could fill him with 20 rounds of that and he would just have some mild discomfort. Because this pistol is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put away the heat bullets.
Oh, I thought that said medicine bullets for a minute. My eyes were just glancing along the menu.
Damn, I ended up with way more supplies than I needed.
Ooh, shocker. You gotta stop treating every item like a mega elixir. I mean, for instance, why do you treat your inventory like you're in a survival horror title?
I don't know, Baelfyr. Perhaps I'm playing a survival horror title.
I mean, I guess you're doing exactly what they wanted you to do. It's like, oh yeah, the law of conservation of ammo.
That's...
If a shot doesn't have to be fired, then don't. I think we came up with that like the second Resident Evil game.
yeah, we made some jokes about that.
The law of conservation of ammo. It's damn near a scientific law, but it's not because it's not science. You're giving me that look again.
Oh, and by the way, the poison darts are useless on the Tyrannosaurus, so don't bother with those.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I figure you could pump enough of them into it.
Realistically, you should be able to, but no.
It should make it where like 5 would kill it, or a full clip would like do significant damage. Maybe just like coughs up blood.
Okay, so...
Yes.
I have 6, 12, 18, 21 grenade rounds.
No, that's 663. You have 15.
6 here.
Oh. You have 21. Send him to fight down and see how much it takes. For science.
And 4 resuscitation, so... And 3 full heals and bleeding stops, and some anesthetic darts that will not be used.
If that happened, I'd come out riding a raptor with my guns duct taped to its naked head, screaming, Dino Riders! And then it would just, like, shake me off and kill me. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's exactly how it would go.
All right, everyone, ready for the final battle?
Ooh, there's a boss.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you'll never guess what it is.
It's the T-Rex.
Of course it
Oh,
is.
this is... I was right. This is where you fight it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I fucking called it. Let's go!
That T-Rex is right behind us.
Of course Rick had to lead it here. He couldn't have taken a route it couldn't follow him.
Seriously, guys, I just need to find the bathroom. I have been holding it for like 65 million years.
And that door shutting
Oh.
on its neck should...
That's cool. The perspective of the T-Rex also went lower with the door. I love that.
That was a nice camera trick for the time.
This has so many good camera tricks. Why did I shake like that? I have to pee.
Do you need to pause, or...?
No, I've held it for an hour so far. I can hold it a little longer.
I'm trying to fuck this up.
I doubt you will. Well, you've had a few incidents in this Dino crisis. This Capcom Survival War. Oh, I thought that was like the killing blow. No, that was. You shot it right in its mouth, too. Did you see that?
Yes.
Very cinematic. Oh, it's still coming. It's like the Energizer battery.
It makes more sense for this scene, because Rick and Regina are still healthy and can run at top speed, than if you were trying to lug Gale here.
Is that a bomb?
Yes, I don't know why a bomb is strapped to an emergency escape helicopter, but it is.
This evac chopper works on one premise alone. No survivors.
That dinosaur just doesn't give up.
I think realistically, like, if a helicopter had hit something like that at this speed, it would have just careened into the walls and ricocheted and exploded. I think. This is also a very thin escape route for the helicopter. Oh, it was meant to be brought up on the platform, wasn't it?
I believe it was.
Seriously, why do we even have that? And now suddenly this is tall enough for... Okay, I see it. It opens up at the end. Aw, poor baby. He slept through the whole thing.
We got the data, and we got everyone out alive
Alright.
that we cared about. And Dr. Kirk.
This was a good mission. We had 5 fewer casualties on this mission than our last one. Gale, we had 30 soldiers last time. We have 3 now. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
We're about to have another casualty.
Yeah, I think I'll do the debriefing. So, as is common with a lot of Capcom games of this period, you'll see little flashbacks to previous scenes, some of which you may not have gotten on that particular playthrough.
Really?
Yeah, that scene there was from Gale's route on the first choice. If
I
you
was about to say, I didn't remember seeing that one.
Yeah, I really recommend doing Rick's route the first choice. You cover more ground and solve puzzles You get puzzles you have to solve anyway faster. The rest of the time I say go Gale, it's quicker.
Well, this was fun, sitting with you.
It was fun.
Shit talking your favorite game.
It's among my favorites.
I do like, I like doing these, backseat streams. Where I'm literally just sitting over here going, that's pretty, I like it.
So if anyone in chat can imagine what we really look like, just picture Baelfyr in the back seat heckling me while I'm driving a car.
Yep. Like that scene in Onimusha 3 with Samanosuke in the backseat of the car.
I swear that
Confused as hell and afraid to move.
that should have spawned memes, and I am disappointed that I've not seen any.
I think I saw one. And I think like you had to dig for it. We thank you all for joining us. This was fun. Do you want to do more of these in the future?
Of course.
I don't mean streams. Clearly, you're going to stream more in the future. But I mean, like, do you think you could tolerate my bullshit for future streams?
I've known you almost my entire life. I think I can tolerate you a little longer.
Just a little? I've been practicing. Some quite intolerable things. I'm not quite at the point of throwing my own shit.
Post-credit time.
Oh. The month's expense report. Yeah, we're gonna skip that one.
Agent name, Regina.
I thought it was Reginald.
Dr.
Huh.
Kirk. Status, recaptured.
We have recaptured Dr. Kirk, who is currently negotiating future experiments with the military high command.
Oh, I'll chat with Cookie and some other folks about a ghetto.
Allowed.
You're in his Discord, right?
Gale did survive, but he is seriously injured and is currently recovering at our military medical facility.
Rick. Status, alive.
Rick is currently analyzing the data that was recovered from Ibis Island.
Regina.
I mean, is Rick like the jack of all trades science
As for
guy?
myself, I'm ready to begin my
Yeah.
next assignment.
Tom. Status, deceased.
Tom was attacked and killed by
Alright, I'll keep that in mind, Ghetto.
inhabited the island. He will be missed.
Cooper. Status,
Coop.
known.
We lost contact with Cooper at the beginning of the mission, and have not heard
Oh, is he the one that was running in the woods away from the T-Rex?
Yes.
Or jungle, not woods. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Only 3 continues. You only
I'm
died 3
ashamed.
times?
10 minutes over 4 hours.
Uh,
I didn't unlock the bonus game mode.
Was it like a bunny girl outfit or something?
No, the bonus game mode, Operation Extinction.
Operation instructions.
You mean Operation Instruction. Your performance was outstanding. Now I have a special mission for you, should you choose to accept it. Although the challenges of the next mission will be extreme, I am confident in your abilities. Good luck.
Maybe I did unlock it.
Maybe you did. Yep! Extinction agenda. Annihilate all enemies. Bum bum bum. So kind of like how I play Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, except you have limited ammo, some very risky
Ooh.
situations.
Ooh, I like both that armor. She is a very leggy woman. I am liking this.
Now, if you complete all 3, and if you get all 3 endings, you'll unlock the Flintstones outfit.
I barely remember that.
That make your guns look like rookie gear for Monster Hunter.
Oh God, that movie. You know, every single weapon they had was based on the initial bone weapon you pick up in the game.
Really?
They didn't have any of the cool, like, mid, late, or even, like, partially early progressive gear.
So, the army type costume,
Eh.
the battle type,
I like that. That looks like...
and don't have that one yet.
That almost looks like lingerie, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Medieval lingerie.
So, for those who have played the original RE3, Jill can get this outfit.
Really?
Yeah.
Regina's?
Yeah, she can get Regina's basic outfit.
Nice.
Not in the remake, though.
I like crossover touches like that.
Yes, I was really hoping that when the RE3 remake was announced that we would get some news on Dino Crisis. It would be a reverse. You know how Dino Crisis came with a demo for RE3? That, oh, hey, RE3's out. And you know what? We're remaking Dino Crisis.
Like, a cool unlockable weapon for Claire would be changing the grenade launcher to look like Mega Man's Mega Buster.
Yeah.
That's in studio. That's Capcom. They could have done that. Why
Yeah,
not?
they gave X the Hadoken and Shoryuken moves in X1 and 2.
That was so fucking cool. And I felt such pride when we got those every playthrough.
Well then, let's find somebody to raid, everybody. So,
Who do we got on tonight's menu, boss? Who we gonna raid?
let's see. There's Bomb playing Rogue Legacy 2.
Sounds familiar.
Baelfyr and Cookie playing Divinity 2.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to give them a raid. It's been a while.
Okay. We're gonna raid the cookie kitchen.
So,
I want cookies. I'm on a diet, okay? Every fucking thing sounds delicious. Sorry. I'm a little touchy about.
it's alright.
I want cookies. I want ice cream. I want pizza. I have pizza.
Alright, join me on this raid, and when the time comes, please rest well.
Peace out.